such as Kidwai in Bangalore. You can go and have a look and you see what is life. If you're talking about consumer behavior, even they are your consumers. Your consumers are not just those who are going in the bikes or they're going in the Mercedes. They are not the only consumers. Your consumers go beyond. And whatever that you bring in as a product to the society, it should not have any side effect. It should not, in a way, it should not destroy any clan of people. It should not destroy any group of ethnical people. You understand what I'm saying? So, whatever product that you are coming out with, it should really make something beneficial. Like, let me tell you, there was a man who was talking about, being, he was not able to show gratitude to God. Let me tell you something. Like whatever we have in this world, sometimes we forget. We forget what we have. If I say, brother, how's life? He would say, oh, life is boring, nothing good, nothing fantastic. Immediately he will say, tomorrow I'm going to buy a mobile phone. And he comes with a brand new mobile phone. He comes and says, wow, excellent mobile phone. Just the next second he will say, man, life is boring. Life is not happening. Then immediately after some time say like, yeah, I got a call from her. Wonderful time. Right now it's good. Life is excellent. After some time he says, life is, man, I'm so dejected. Life is not happening. Do you go through this? A lot of people do go through this. A lot of people experience this. Man, I'm going out for a party. This is going to be enjoyable. Yes, life is exciting. Yes, I'm preparing myself. Yes, excellent. After the party, life is boring. Life sucks. You know these things? We hear, nothing happening, man, nothing happening. Why? Why is that we feel this way? Because we are not showing that gratitude to what you are having. You're not happy. You're not happy. So I want to give an example of a man. There was a scholar in the past. He used to walk on the streets. When he was walking on the streets, he found himself without slippers, without sandals or shoes, and said, oh God, how can I be deprived of such a very important thing? I don't have a shoe. I don't have something to cover my legs. And he says, how is that you have deprived me of this? And he was walking on the street. He was walking further and further and further. And he found a man without two legs. He found a man without two legs and he says, all praises be to God. You have given me two legs. I'm very happy. So this is how one has to be showing gratitude to God with what you have. We always tend to look at a person who has something more than us. He's got a Mercedes Benz, so I'm not happy with my Maruti 800. But look at a person who doesn't have even a cycle. Why don't we look at that person? So we are all really privileged people. Just about 1,000 years back, there was no fan. Just about 500 years back, there was no computers. There was no AC. Whatever we are enjoying today, if you're looking at the positive way, you can feel that you are all privileged, like how I am also privileged. If you look at ourselves as those who are gifted by God, then every second would be meaningful. Yes, I'm happy, I'm happy. Is there anyone amongst you who can say that I'm happy at this moment? I am fulfilled now. I'm very good. What you can contribute to the society, that is a never-ending story. But as such, I'm happy now with whatever I'm gifted with. Yes, the kind of clothes I'm wearing, the kind of food that I had, the kind of sessions that I'm having, I'm enjoying every bit. Is there anybody who can say that? If you're doing that, then you are enjoying life. If you say that, you're enjoying life. Or else you're always craving for something which you will never find. The man who kicks the world comes following him. The man who runs after the world, the world moves ahead of him. So who is here to kick the world? When I say kick the world, meaning you're not running, you're not craving for it. Whatever you have, feel happy with that. Come on, let's have some quick interactions. Something you want to say, you want to post. It's just one-way traffic. Like, why can't we have a two-way communications? You all must have learned communication skills, isn't it? Business communications. How to shake hand. What is a fish hand? What is a, yeah.
For a person, there is age. Like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And for the 10 years, like from 1 to 10, like we can call this childish period. We can do anything like childish thing, doing some good, anything. Then why not we have the till 30 year? Why not we have fun with all my friends, all those things. I should have a girlfriend, all those things. Why should not now? I can't.
When you were a child, you do everything, and later on, you can't do everything. That's the question. See, even when you're a child, you are not led to do everything. You know that? Say, for example, I'll explain. For example, even when you're a child, you are not led to do everything. For example, the power, there is a shutdown of power, then immediately you light the candles, and the children, they want to go near the candle and touch it. The children want to play with the candle, but the mother says, don't go, don't go, don't go. Does she let you to do everything? No. She doesn't. She says, no, you should not go, you should not go, you should not go. Why? Because the mother, out of her wisdom, out of her knowledge, it's a knowledge-based interaction that she is going to have. She says, don't go, my dear son, Baba, it's not good for you. You understand? Similarly, when you have examination tomorrow, now oral test is there, and you're walking with your parents in the, in the shopping center, and you want to ask for a chocolate or ice cream. Say, I want ice cream. Mother says, no ice cream today. Finish the exams, after that I'll get you ice cream. Even when you're a child, you are given set rules and regulations. You can't do anything and everything, anywhere and everywhere. You can't do that. Even here, this place, you can't do anything and everything. Can you come in muzzle t-shirt here? With your tight T-bird jackets, jerkins, and coming on the bullets, and a pipe in your hand, flexing your body? It's not going to work, isn't it? You can watch in Greece too, possibly, John Travolta doing that. But you can't do it here. There are certain norms to be followed. So what I say, as much as we have the set rules everywhere, you do have it further. Let me tell you about child upbringing. Most of you, you have not gone into that state, but it may be of some help. It may be of some help. Imagine, when most of the times you come across when the child is coming, a 6-year-old child. A 6-year-old child comes and talks to Papa, father. Father is there in front of the computer, very busy, sending mails and all that. He comes and says, Papa, I want to share something with you. You say like, I'm busy, get away, talk to me later. Or your daughter comes and says, she just, grooms herself well, she combs her hair well, wears some good clothes and comes and says, Papa, how do I look? You know what we do? She comes and says, how do I look, Papa? And you say, I'm busy, come later. This is the kind of attitude most of the places. You know what the child expects out of you? The child comes with good, groomed, wearing good clothes and stands in front of you and says, Papa, how do I look? All that it expects is, wow, amazing, you're looking great. That's all the child expects. Immediately it says, okay, my papa said something good, feels very good, and it goes away. So this is what the child it likes. But what happens most of the time, we are entrepreneurs. We are multi-million project owners. We are working for big companies. So we can't, we have a standard to maintain. So even in the house, we are boss. I'm like busy with the computer. So somebody comes, even the child comes, we don't reciprocate in a nice manner. So what happens? What happens because of this is that the child disconnects from you. The child always know, if you go to Papa, the Papa says, come later. So when it grows up also, the child doesn't want to share anything with you. And it goes on searching for its own friends who would like to share their times with the child. And that's the reason the families collapse, because they don't show enough attention to their own immediate family ties. How much do we really spend with the children? And when the child grows in the teenage, all that it can see in a father is, this is an ATM box. Anytime money. Papa, I need money. Okay, you got money, take it, get away. Don't disturb me, don't disturb me. What do you want? Money? Take it, get away. So the child knows this is only an ATM box. Then after some days, the child grows. The child starts earning money. I don't need the ATM box. Get away. You are there busy. I'm also busy. I'll call you up for Christmas. How are you, Dad? Doing good? Keep it up. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. So this is a culture. Or, oh, Ramadan. Yes, Ramadan. How are you? Doing well? Assalamu alaikum. Stay there. I'm fine here.
Is it possible to enjoy life following all rules and regulations and being very obedient to it? Like the concept is, what I've felt in my life of 22 years is that we don't tend to follow rules. We don't tend to be obedient to our parents because we feel that by following all the rules, we make our lives very miserable.
Okay.
So,
Why rules?
like, yeah,
Why rules?
so many rules makes our life miserable. So I just want to ask you, like, is it possible to live life with all the rules?
So very good question, sister. I really appreciate the question that you posed. You know, sometimes the rules get so much that you are not able to be natural. You're not able to live a life that is something which you can enjoy. I would like to give an example of the traffic signal. You know, imagine you're walking on a very busy day or you're going in the car and there's absolutely no rules. No rules at all. You know, everybody can barge from this side to that side, from this corner to that corner. Anybody can take a U-turn. Anybody can come and go. No stopping and no proceeding. How would it be? So it will not work out, isn't it? So there has to be some set rules. It has to be some set rules, but it should not be burdensome. So one of the things that I would like to express, you know, as a person who had been in the field of business and as an industrialist, I want to say, you know, this income tax, most of you must be aware, income tax, 40%. No, 40% you have to take away as income tax. It keeps changing from one country to another country. In India, 40% you have to give it to the country or to the state as income tax. Now this, how many of you want to earn 100 rupees and give 40 rupees? Naturally speaking, let me tell you, if you earn 100 rupees, would you be interested to give 40 rupees? No. Lot of you know it is not possible. If at all it was 2 rupees 50 paise, or if it is 5 rupees, 5 rupees okay. 5 rupees okay, I don't mind. So what will happen if you are making it 5 rupees for 100 rupees, you don't need income tax officer to come every month to your place. You don't need sales tax person to come to your place visiting. What will happen is genuinely, I don't mind 5. Now what is happening is you are making a law to make the citizens fraudulent. You're making the law in such a way that it is so difficult for anyone to implement, and therefore you need some vigilance department. You know, there's a statement in Tamil, it says, Veliye paira menjidi. You know, the fences ate away the crops. Even in Kannada they say, Veliye, you know the Kannada? Anybody knows here? Okay, anyway, not good with crops. What I'm trying to say is, the fences ate away the crops. You need to have a department, but the department itself is taking bribes. No, under the table business. It's happening. I meet a lot of people, they say, without giving bribes, without giving their kickbacks, you can never get through. So why is this? Because the law has been made very difficult, not practical. So I do accept to some extent some of the law which is imposed on us. It is not practically possible. So we can have a dialogue to see which is practically possible and which is not practically possible. If I talk about the green signal and the red signal, it is practically important. But if you're talking about 40%, but who is going to talk about this? We can have a dialogue. Probably this thought that we are having today, in the coming days you can have a dialogue with Mr. Chidambaram, or you can have with Mr. Manmohan Singh someday. You can have a discussion. Why don't you reduce and make it very transparent? We will all give 5%, no problem. But 40% is not possible. I know what's happening, how they are spending that 40%. In case we are talking about the 40%, how are you spending this 40%? We need to know. We as the Indian citizens, we want to know how you are going to spend the 40%. Tell us, would you be getting the bridge here? Would you be getting the monorail here? And metro rail, how long will it take? Give us all the details and take the money from it. For what purpose are you taking the money? So I need to know. See, even for some charity,